think it's like 23 psi, so a bit lower than the MSX even. So here's the secret that I found about this tire.
Yeah.
And I found out the secret when I saw Rasmus get on it.
Alright.
He got on it,
Yeah.
and he treated it like it was his bitch. He took charge of the wheel and he carved it twice as much as you're carving it, because you're carving it carefully right now and holding back.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is treat it like a bitch. And really, really get in there. Really get in there. And what you have to do is not be afraid to fall. When you make riding a Segway look like a sport. Because it's not agile if we're stuck like this.
No, it's true.
This is me riding the 16X with the new tire and the 1.05 firmware. Excuse me.
Yeah, fun.
So now we're gonna do something else.
Alright.
I'm gonna get soft tuner. The soft tuner, log in with guest. And we're gonna do a firmware upgrade. And there is 2.02. So here on 2.02 it says adjust the la 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 la. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna update.
Okay.
And it says it's not consistent. Do you really want to do this? So just hold it.
Yeah.
So the wheel stopped balancing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If the firmware gets disconnected or anything like that, or the phone gets disconnected, it will just auto resume.
Alright.
So do the same carves that you just did on the 16X on the MSX and see how that feels.
Yeah, I just need to change it to soft mode because I didn't do that yesterday.
No.
No. Yes.
I prefer the hard mode on the MSX. Yeah. But now it's going to be interesting because now the mode on the 16X will be harder, and I've been liking the hard mode on 1.05,
Okay.
which is soft.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah. So okay. Did it.
you can start darkness spot if you want.
Yeah.
What's the battery say?
97%.
And then voltage?
83.4.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Because I left it in the charger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
move it around a bit.
Yeah, it's much harder to carve.
It resists you,
It does resist me.
right?
Like, even when I really force it.
Yeah,
Really hard.
yeah. Alright, so after the firmware update, the wheel turns off. So the wheel is now off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold it as upright as I can. It just turned on. It just turned on and it balanced. That's
Okay.
it. So it didn't ask me for calibration.
Perfect.
Firmware version 2.02, and it's on the experiment mode. I charged it last night after running it down to maybe 30%, and it still hasn't fully charged. So I'm gonna have a bit lower battery.
All right.
It's gonna be stiffer.
All right.
When there's nothing but a slow.
So what 1.05 does is that it accelerates and keeps speeds and carves. And here, when you carve, you have to get your heels up or get your knees forward.
Inside your mind. All alone I have cried. Silent tears
I knew that you would prefer this way because it's also a smoother ride.
Yeah.
in a world made of steel, made of stone.
More connected, probably.
Connected, then there's more balance between me and
Yeah, I know. I know. 1.05 is twitchy.
Eyes feel the rhythm, wrap around, take a hold of my heart.
During the ride with Daniel yesterday, I was doing like between 40 and 50 kilometers most of the time. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean up that carving style. So I was doing like between 42 and 48 for most of the ride with Daniel because he has such a crazy fast board. But my left heel has started hurting. There we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
that is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So beautifully.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Yeah, so it's very steady and stable.
Yes.
It's
Definitely.
very stable. The only thing that's not smooth about the ride is my bump in the tire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
but otherwise, there. Look at this guy. Got one car poking his nose out, so I gave him the no finger. And then we got another car that just comes out from parking, no indicator, nothing, and just goes out into the streets. Okay. I was thinking when I tried this that I was going to wear a helmet, and then I remembered that I don't give a shit. So yeah, I'll have none of that. So the firmwares after 1.05 feel smooth and they feel strong. So it feels like a strong wheel now.
Yeah.
In 1.05 it felt a bit squishy. I love the way pedestrians wander out. That would be the only reason for me to wear protection, is so that I can headbutt them at high speed. Unpredictable cars. Car on the bike path. Get that kid off the bike path.
I sailed away to China in a little rowboat to find you, and you said you had to get your laundry clean. Didn't want no one to hold you. What does that mean? And you said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. You're on a roll and now you break fast. The road behind was rocky, but now you're feeling cocky. You look at me and you see your past. Is that the reason why you're running so fast? And she said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving.
Monica's funny as hell. She has darkness spot set at 40. I can hear her phone.
Never let another girl like you work me over. Never let another girl like you drag me under. If I need another girl like you, I will tell her. Never want another girl like you. Have to say, oh, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Did you hear any sounds while you were riding?
Yes,
What's
constant beeping.
From darkness spot set at 40.
Yes.
Yeah. Funny.
Beep, 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 beep. Drives you mad.
Yeah, that's a good sound to ignore.
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe you'll change it later.
maybe I will.
Yeah. Let's check out the park. Medicine. 5 jumps a day. Keep the doctor away. Got this. So no problem with the power. The next jump is where you're standing.
All right. Oh, nice.
Yeah, except I hit my foot on the front of the ramp.
Okay. Nice.
Now my foot hit the front again.
Okay.
So what's happening is that when this is on 1.05 and we're going up stuff, the pedals are doing this.
Ah, okay.
And now they're not. So that means it's almost like they're shifting forward and my foot will like scrape a bit on the front there.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Okay, it's time for new shoes.
Time for new shoes. Time to glue my shoes.
Yeah.
Time to glue my shoes.
No, just get new shoes,
No.
baby. You deserve it.
I deserve to glue my shoes. Yeah, so it went up differently. What can you say? It went up differently. I'm gonna try that side ramp there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It went up. And what goes up must come down. Yeah, no complaints from me there. Downward shift. So what's happening with the pedals here? On the climb. That was like my only savior, and I have small feet. Europe size 40. So yeah, that was a interesting thing. Watch out, kid. The guy. So those things,
Yeah.
they've been hard to steer through on the old firmware on 1.05. Yeah, because it does a lot of stuff.
Well, it looked very smooth now, so.
Oh, believe me,
Yeah.
it was smooth. It was smooth. So on the bright side, we can change firmware as much as we want, going up, going down for different stuff. It didn't take long, you know, so you can do it on the fly, basically. Let's go down. got time for that.
She's been living in her uptown world. I bet she never had a backstreet guy. I bet her mama never told her why. I'm gonna try for her uptown girl. She's been living in her white bread world as long as anyone with hot blood can. And now she's looking for a downtown man. That's what I am. And when she knows what she wants from her time.
Some people say she's fearless. Others say,
How stupid.
there we go.
I just like to say that I'm free.
Yeah. And now I don't know if you said 3 or free.
Free.
Yeah. So what number comes after 2?
Free?
All right. So which one is it?
Free?
To do what I want and have a good time.
Uptown girl, you know I can't afford to buy her pearls, but maybe someday when my ship comes in, she'll understand what kind of guy I've been, and then I'll win. And when she's walking, she's looking.
So it's smooth. Give us that. It's smooth and it feels more confidence inspiring.
Awesome.
Oh, I wasn't connected.
Oh.
So it's not like I'm graphing speed. But I can see the top speed. And since I pushed a little here, I think in my mind I pushed, I felt a variation in the pedals, right?
Yeah.
And if I feel a variation in the pedals, then I'm going to decide what that variation was. The max speed was 49.58.
Okay.
So one could say,
Yes, of course.
one could possibly say
Yeah.
that there was a soft tilt back there,
Gotcha.
right? So now check yours.
All right.
Okay. My wheel just turned itself off,
Okay.
right? Because it was beeping,
Yeah.
and it did its countdown beep alarm. So I need you to hold this again,
Yep.
and I want to see what I did. So the wheel turned itself off, and the wheel turns itself off when there is an inactivity timer. So what we have to do here is see if we can reach those settings. So we have the riding mode is on the experience mode. We have the device info, which is there. We have the firmware upgrade that it says it's at 2.02. We have the vehicle password, we have the light setting, we have the speed setting. The power off, I might have accidentally pressed the power off button. Let's see the power off again. No, it really requires confirmation. If I exit the app, it still stays on. So it just thought that it would turn itself off as if there was an inactivity timer. There it goes again. So once I'm disconnecting with the app, or a certain amount of time is passing, it's disconnecting. Let's see if Soft Tuner has a setting for that. So we have the common setting, lock the wheel, mode setting, lift up setting, speed alarm setting, system setting, adjust power off time, and then adjust power off time. I can't reach anything, there's nothing happening there. I can adjust the gyro angle. Aha, hold on, let's try to connect to the actual vehicle first before we start doing stuff. Okay, system setting, power off time is 1 minute by default. 1 minute. I will change that to 1 hour. that was very interesting that it was 1 minute. There. Now I override and I chose 59 minutes.
So stupid question. So was that from when you did the upgrade?
Of course.
Okay,
The previous power off time limit was 2 hours,
gotcha.
and that was introduced in 1.07. Then I went to 1.05, and 1.05 does not have an auto power off. So when 2.02 got installed, it just chose the number that is closest to 0 that it could, which is
Gotcha.
1 minute.
Right.
Man.
Well, that
That's
explains
scary.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, that means that my wheel won't auto-destruct while I'm riding,
Yeah.
or get stuck at a red light for 1 minute and get a...
Oh shit. Yeah, that's scary because
that would have sucked.
sometimes you can actually stay still, you know, for 1 minute, 1 minute 30, waiting for a green light,
Yep.
especially those crossing places. All right.
So now I got darkness spot on.
So my max speed was 47.3.
Yeah, slow poke. You're on the slow wheel.
So slow.
Yeah,
So, but that was in the beginning of our ride, not
the beginning of time.
Yeah.
All right, and batteries.
Battery
Batteries.
82%.
Yeah. Wait for it.
82%, and my voltage is at 80.8.
And my voltage is at 80.4.
Gotcha.
Right. So how long has the ride been so far?
57 minutes, it says.
No, in distance. Single mileage. Your single mileage says 8139.
Yeah.
So you will probably want to reset that.
Gotcha.
Right. So now at least we have a 0 point, and then I will have a 0 point as well. So we will restart our voyage.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Like,
don't think
what?
8,000.
No. I get. Yeah.
So now we set it at 0.
Yes.
Mine is at 0, right? Because we don't need 8,300 that it thinks that you've done. What's the total that the wheel has done?
9,784. That's a lot.
And 7,899. Let's go.
Hey there, little fella.
No weird pedal thingy? Maybe.
But, you know, it made it easy enough.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we did a little battery comparison, and the 16X is using a tiny bit more battery than the MSX, which it did not do in 1.05, but it can have to do with her using the soft mode and me using the hard mode. But you know, there you are thinking about the battery on the MSX, and yesterday I did a 65 kilometer ride on this. I still had 30% battery left, and I was doing 40 kilometers an hour at 30% battery. So we'll see how this goes, but so far it's a very nice and refined feeling ride. It's just like 1.07 was a very nice mature firmware, where you can tell that they made advancements. So companies are allowed to make advancements without that meaning that their previous releases were bad. If you've ever used an operating system on a computer, you would know this, such as service packs and patches and stuff like that, because otherwise we would never get our wheels and also they would cost $10,000. If we're suddenly demanding perfection for a $2,000 wheel, which costs $1,600 in China, or $1,000 if you buy them in bulk. That's how much a Nicola Plus 1800 watt-hour costs from Alibaba if you buy 5 of them. $1,100. Then you get to buy it for $2,200 in the States. And that means that the price is twice as high. And you want something for that extra money, tell it to your dealer. Or buy 5 wheels from Alibaba instead. You'll pay $5,500 plus $120 shipping per wheel. That would be $6,100 for 5 Nicola Plus 1800 watt-hour. Which means you're getting 2 wheels for free. Suddenly, from out of a horror movie, a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's like a horror movie. So the only thing left to do is a short patch of technical off-road. Okay?
Okay.
So this in particular is what I wanted to see. Yeah, lost some footing there. Yeah, I doubt you'll be riding down that. Right? No, it's a bit nasty.
Yes.
Yeah. But these parts here are rideable.
All right.
So the tire is fine, the torque is fine. The balance is fine. good practice.
It's good practice.
You can lead.
I can lead?
Yeah. There's nothing to see. You just do it. At least you get to do a lot of dabbing practice today.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. 'Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no
I think
friends
the
of mine.
dabbing arm thing is a dancing.
Nope, it's not. No, it's us trying to balance with our arms by flailing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're just looking for balance. So, as time passes, we'll learn to suppress those movements and have them in our core and in our hips instead. Good job.
Thank you.
This is not easy stuff. Now you got something tricky to navigate around. It doesn't matter. Push off and get the forward lean. It's an uphill battle is what it is. The 16X solves that easily. Because once you get on it, it moves, but I know that MSX doesn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, stay centered.
Oh! It's giving me a little slide.
Yeah. We're almost there. Yeah. If you ride parallel to a root
Yeah.
and you hit the root, then you're slicing it like a bad slice.
Yeah.
To the right. Yeah. That was a workout. Yeah. The 16X had a lot of power going through those routes, and from a standstill you can just get on and it goes. Even if you're on a standstill at an incline, it just goes. And if you choose your angles on routes, then you don't slide off them, you know. And these are both street tires on these wheels. And then the rest is in the hands of the rider. So yeah, very nice firmware. I could do without the downward dip in the pedals at skate parks. Otherwise, the downward dip is amazing. If we're lucky, there will be some mud. Oh, this is a cemetery. Okay. Running low on battery, so we'll save that for the final range check. We're done for now. I think we tested everything we need to test. You go ahead and float up the hill. Hold on, Monica. The sign said that we should go right. There's quite a hill here. I'll just lean my ass off on this MSX. You go ahead and take the elevator. I saw. Yeah, and now the braking test. Braking looks good. Yeah. Yeah. I thought the braking was good too. That's all I have to say about that. Don't do anything unnecessary. You just go slowly by because they don't care. Yeah. You're not actually going to make a decision where you're going to fall off to the right because of them, right? No. They can suck their fat asses in. That's what they can do. Monica gets to see the sheep, she'll be happy. See about Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. Happy that those guys managed to pass by us without holding hands. You know how important it is for joggers and cyclists to ride side by side. She's beginning to believe. Right. So was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So the MSX and the 16X did the same battery wise. I started off a bit lower. And now I'm downgrading back to 1.05, but 2.02, man, is amazing. Beautiful, beautiful ride. Very refined ride. So if you don't, if you're not going to be smacking your toes at skate parks, then go for 2.02. And this is with a 1.4 board. So I just want to downgrade so that I can compare the battery percent. A few minutes later, I have to put my phone in the power bank. It's at 71% and going. It's starting to rain again. Lovely, lovely. But yeah, very much nicer ride than 1.05. I ended up at 74 volts and I was getting throttled to around 45 kilometers an hour, and I even pushed and I got 4 beeps. So the 4 beeps are reassuring to know that they are there. '97, 98, 99. Done. Upgrade completed. Wheel turns off. Turn wheel on. Wheel is on. Check the firmware. Firmware says 1.05. Connect with darkness pot. .74 volts, and now it's going to think about life. It was the same. So it was the same. I'll upgrade back to 2.02 and I will leave it there for a while. Hope you enjoyed. I am shocked and amazed. Du kom upp hela vägen hit, eller?
Then but cut off!
Nej!
Kändes bra?
Practice makes perfect.
And the lone wolf.